There comes a moment, not in the calendar of days, but in the soul of a man, when he must decide. Will he rule his mind like a king or be ruled by it like a prisoner? For the mind, if left untamed, is a master of illusions, a creator of fears, a whisperer of weakness. But trained, oh, when it is trained, it becomes a forge of empires, a summoner of unseen wealth, a compass guiding you through chaos into legacy. You do not rise by luck, you rise by decision. And that decision begins not with what you do, but with what you believe. Look around. The world is not run by the strongest, nor the wisest, nor the luckiest. It is run by those who learn to command their inner world, because the outer world bows to the one who does. Mindset, the battlefield within. Your greatest enemy is not out there. Not your competition, not your critics. It's that quiet voice inside that says you're not ready. You're not enough. Why even try? You were born with a mind wired to survive, not succeed. And unless you master it, it will fight you every step of the way. Understand this. The mind is a battlefield. Every morning, the war begins anew. And if you don't take control, the default wiring takes over. Fear, doubt, comfort, excuses. Excuses, the language of the weak, dressed in the elegance of logic. But you were not born to cope. You were born to conquer. Every legend you admire, from Lincoln to Ford, from Carnegie to Oprah, had to wrestle with the same silent enemy. They just learned one truth most never grasp. If you do not tell your mind who you are, it will tell you who you're not. Every great achievement, every innovation, every fortune ever built, began with a mind that said yes when the world screamed no. Before Edison lit the world, he lit a belief in himself. 10,000 failures didn't stop him, because his mind had already succeeded. He understood what most forget. Belief is not a feeling. It is a decision to trust what you have not yet seen. The Wright brothers had no wings, no money, no blueprint, just an idea, and a mind unwilling to quit. They didn't wait for certainty. They created it. The people who build the future believe in things no one else can see, until they make them real. Clarity, the power of a mind with vision. Thoughtful. Clarity is the rarest currency of the modern world. Somber. Most people wander aimlessly, hoping to stumble into purpose like it's a lost coin on the sidewalk of life. Assertive. They don't lack intelligence, they lack direction. Melancholy. And a mind without direction is like a ship without a captain, forever tossed by the waves of distraction, comparison, and mediocrity. Firm. You cannot hit a target you do not define. Determined. You cannot build a life you do not first envision. Challenging. So get clear, not in your head, in your soul. Probing. What do you truly want? Reflective. Not what they told you to want. Not what's acceptable, safe, or realistic. Blunt. Clarity is brutal. It forces you to admit what you've been running from. Empowering. But once you claim it, everything else aligns. Discipline sharpens. Focus returns. Time becomes sacred. Powerful. Because now your mind has a mission. Confident. And a mind on a mission becomes dangerous to anything average. Vision. Becoming the architect of your reality. Inspirational. There is a kingdom inside you waiting for blueprints. Hopeful. Your vision is not just a dream. It is an instruction manual for your subconscious. Cautionary. The mind doesn't care if your vision is a prison or a palace. It just builds what you tell it. Thought-provoking. You are always manifesting something. Probing. The question is, are you doing it on purpose? Passionate. Vision is not about seeing the world as it is. It's about seeing the world as it could be and daring to believe that you were born to change it. Illustrative. Walt Disney saw an empire in the dirt. Admiring. He saw castles where others saw swamps. Emphatic. Because he didn't build with bricks, he built with belief. Encouraging. And so can you. Authoritative. The greatest leaders don't follow the world. Definitive. They reshape it. Visionary. They close their eyes to the noise and open their minds to a future that doesn't exist yet, but must.
A man without vision is prey to the world's vision for him.
And the world will always sell you comfort disguised as wisdom. Be realistic. Play it safe. Don't want too much. But comfort is the silent assassin of greatness. It will lull you to sleep while your destiny rots beneath layers of postponed dreams and potential left untouched. You were not put here to survive in someone else's dream. You were put here to awaken your own and build it with obsession, with intensity, with faith so unreasonable it scares those who live in quiet desperation. The moment you decide your future must match your vision, the mind starts to work for you, not against you. That's when you stop negotiating with doubt. That's when you stop apologizing for wanting more. That's when you stop shrinking your desires to fit other people's insecurities. Because a mind obsessed with a vision becomes immune to distractions. Power without purpose is poison. Even the sharpest mind drifts into destruction without a reason to rise. Purpose is not found. It is forged in silence, in struggle, in those sleepless nights when your soul whispers, there must be more than this. Andrew Carnegie didn't build an empire for steel alone. He built it to prove what belief could accomplish through a man who once lived in poverty. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't rise because he wanted fame. He rose because he had a reason stronger than fear, stronger than bullets. Purpose makes pain meaningful. Purpose gives struggle direction. Purpose is the divine thread that connects your suffering to your destiny. If you lack energy, you don't need more motivation. You need a mission. Because when a man is on a mission, fatigue bows, doubt disappears, and excuses, they evaporate in the fire of conviction. You don't chase purpose, you decide it, you declare it, you commit to it like a sacred vow. And once you do, the mind aligns its every thought, neuron, and heartbeat toward making it real.
Discipline, the steel backbone of the mastered mind. The weak wait for motivation. The masters train their discipline. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when emotion pleads for mercy. It is the difference between a man who wishes and a man who wins. Because motivation may spark the fire, but only discipline keeps it alive when the nights grow long and the world grows cold. Think of Henry Ford, laughed at by the elite, doubted by the investors, pushed against by the tides of convention. He didn't build the future by working when it felt good. He built it by refusing to stop, even when everything in him wanted to. Discipline is the daily declaration that your future matters more than your feelings. Most people obey their emotions. Winners command them. They do not ask for the mood to be right. They decide what must be done and they do it, like clockwork, like war. Your mind, like a sword, must be sharpened. Every repetition, every early morning, every late grind, every choice to do what's hard when no one is watching, sharpens the steel. You either train your mind to work for your goals, or it trains you to settle for less. Action, the bridge between thought and transformation. No vision becomes reality without action. No purpose is fulfilled without effort. No belief becomes destiny without movement. The universe responds not to desire, but to decision backed by action. Napoleon Hill said desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. But faith without works is delusion. You must become the man who moves, who builds, who acts, even when afraid. Waiting for the perfect time is the most dangerous lie your mind will tell you. The perfect time is a myth, a trap, a mirage. Success is not earned in perfect conditions. It's wrestled out of chaos. You don't need permission. You don't need applause. You don't need certainty. You need to move, now, fiercely, intentionally. The greats didn't wait until they were ready. They moved when others froze. They built when others slept. They spoke when others stayed silent. Because the mind, when commanded by relentless action, begins to transform its identity. The man who acts consistently becomes unstoppable.